What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. I Am The Deal. Check in, aka Soldier Flow, aka Sober Flow. You already know what the business is. I wanted to drop a quick video today to encourage those that's embarking on this journey to stay sober, and they're on the road to sobriety and they want to stay sober. Check game. You're not missing out on nothing at all when it comes to the life that led you to want to get sober. You're not missing out on that life. And I gotta say this because one of my partners, I ain't gonna say his name, he's starting this sober journey. And he hit me up and to get motivated, and he always want me to give him words of encouragement and stuff like that. So I give him the real. I tell him, when you think about what led you to this point to want to get sober, if I don't answer my phone, or if I don't answer quick text, I want you to write that down and let that be your motivation. Cause you already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say keep going. I'm saying stay on it. I'm saying stay encouraged and stay busy. You know what I'm saying? Find your hobby, find something that you love doing, and remember your why. And I gotta say that because social media makes shit look so fucking fun. And again, I ain't knocking those who have fun and party and do these things and you can still take care of your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to y'all. But I'm talking to those who drugs or alcohol is changing their lives for the worse. I'm talking to those people who want to leave it alone and get out of it. They want to do better. They want to get their situation taken care of, and they want to stay positive, and they want to do better for themselves, not only for people around them, but for them, for their health, for their mental, because it all stems from some sort of trauma that you went through in your life. That's what led you to reaching out to a controlled substance. A lot of people don't want to talk about this. It's taboo as fuck. But I'm going to tell you what the business is. A lot of people who start doing drugs, who start doing alcohol, who start doing these things, something in their past or future, or let's say, or present, led them into doing something to suppress whatever that they were going through. Let's talk about that. Something happened. So it led you to do whatever drug or whatever suppressant of your choice. It led you to that. So I'm going to say this. Think about what got you to your breaking point, to your lowest point, to where you said enough is enough. Think about the people around you. Think about people. Think about your kids. Think about your wife, if that's the case. Think about the divorce it caused. Think about the separation with your kids that it caused. Think about the separation of the family that it caused. Think about anything that went against your better judgment. I want you to think about that and let that be your motivation. Now, if you want to go back to that shit, if you want to go back to those same feelings, you want to go back to family ignoring your phone calls, you want to go back to, you know what I'm saying, having a toxic relationship, you want to go back to that look that your kid give you with disappointment. If you want to go back to those things, then by all means, pick up the bottle, pick up the drugs, do whatever you want to do. But if you don't want that shit, I want you to think about that. Let that be your motivation and say, listen, nah, I don't want to go back, because if I start it again, it could go back that way. Or it can get worse. I can lose my life, or I could cause somebody else to lose their life. I want you to think about these things. I really want y'all to think about these things. It seems like it's small and minute, but it's not. It plays a major part in your day-to-day decisions. I want y'all to think about that, because a lot of people are not thinking about it. And it's causing a lot of people to relapse. It's causing a lot of people to go back to the old ways and start fucking up again. I've seen that shit a million fucking times. I've seen it a million times. And I'm not saying that I'm the best person to talk to about it, but I am a good candidate to talk to about this situation, because I went through that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I stopped smoking weed back in 2003 when I lost my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was enough. My breaking point was my little girl looking up at me, and she's 3 years old, asking me, am I high? I wasn't doing no hard, I was doing weed, but it was still a controlled substance, because I was using it to suppress everything that I was going through from my past. A lot of people downplay that shit. Like, a lot of people, it ain't nothing but weed, but man, what the fuck that up we got into it? We all know that they ain't making shit natural like used to. Let's cats out the bag around. We already know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, that was my drug of choice back in the day, was weed, but I stopped smoking weed, and I said, I'ma just sip. That was my go-to. I wasn't an alcoholic, I sipped, I had a good time, you know what I'm saying? I was in the industry, you saying, entertainment world and stuff like that, so my suppressor. So I just switched suppressors. So over the years, fast forward a long time ago, had a health scare. And that was enough for me. I wasn't fucking up no relationships or nothing like that, because I was a sipper. I was a happy sipper. You sip, you know what I'm saying, in moderation. I knew my limits. But until I had a health scare, I didn't realize that that shit wasn't good for my body. My body did a crazy ass fucking reaction to it, and it caused me to go into a panic attack. You know what I'm saying? And had my wife not been there to catch my head before it hit the corner of the table, I'd have been fucked off. You know what I'm saying? So when I woke up and I went to my holistic doctor, told me what she told me, I'm like, shit, it ain't fucking important. Sipping ain't that fucking important. So if that's what it takes for me to just walk away, shit, I'll put that shit down cold. I quit shit cold turkey. Let me tell you something about me. I will cut shit off like an unpaid bill and sleep like a fucking baby. I will cut off people, habits, whatever the fuck. Anything that's causing me mentally or bodily harm, fuck it. I'm letting that shit go. Straight up. That's me. Will cut your ass off and will sleep like a baby. I ran out of fucks to give a long time ago. I'm being real. When I went through my hard times and shit like that, when I went through a situation, one of the situations particularly is my divorce. And I seen how people show up and they don't show up. Motherfuckers will leave you for dead. Motherfuckers will switch sides. Once I seen that, I realized that I gave a fuck about the wrong people for too long. And that was another reason that led me into trying to suppress that shit. When you go through your darkest moments alone, understand this. When you go through your darkest moments alone, that shows you that you will be okay in your brightest moments alone. And or with the people who were with you in your darkest moments. So I'll cut that ass off unapologetically. That's just me though. And I forgive you, but I just see where I need to place you. And let me tell you something. When I ran out of fucks to give, I slept like a baby. When I ran out of fucks to give, pardon my French. When I ran out of fucks to give, I slept like a baby. I let go of all the worry for everybody else and I focused on myself. So getting back to what I'm saying, cut off meat. It's been 10 years, no meat, no fish, no chicken, no none of that shit. I cut that off. We got too many of us that's passing away from a bad diet. And then at the fucking funeral, they feed you the same shit that killed the motherfucker. I'm just saying. So I cut meat off, cut people off. I said I cut the weed off. Now I cut off alcohol. And I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. And I've been drinking and smoking weed and shit like that. I started smoking weed and drinking at 11. I'm not praising the shit that I did, but that was my circumstances. I came up around that shit, so I felt that's what everybody else was doing for their problem. So not even knowing that it was suppressing. I just did it because it was the thing. So I'm telling people this right here. I'm saying all of this to say this. You're not missing nothing. So if you need to get the fuck off social media, people are drinking and having a good time. That's them. Let them have a good fucking time. You were one of those people that was in those videos, suppressing your shit, fucking yourself up. And I'm not down on people for posting your have fun responsibly, have fun. If you have fucking fun. But I'm talking to those who think they're missing something and need to get back out in that world because they feel like they missing out on a fucking party. Check this though. While you looking at that party that people having, look at people in that video and see if one of them motherfuckers that's in that video having fun is calling, checking on you and your sobriety. I'm just saying, check that out. That'll let you know. Are you missing out on something or are they missing out on something? Because while you going on your road to sobriety, you feel better. You're gonna be aggravated a little bit. That's when you kicking any fucking thing. You're gonna be aggravated a little bit in the beginning. But once you start replacing those things with good habits and stuff like that and getting your mind back focused, you know what I'm saying, getting your health back up, getting your mental back, because it all starts with your mental. So if you change your mindset, I don't understand how powerful your mind is. Your mind is a computer. Once you tap into that, bro, you're gonna be Gucci. Miss Lady, you're gonna be Gucci. I'm telling you what I know. It's the best I ever felt. Ain't bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I'm 44 years old and I'm in shape, better shape and look better than a lot of people that's in their 20s. It's kicking it hard, the motherfucker. Still got some work to do. I'm gonna get my shit back on it. But I'm 44 years old and I'm a grandpa. You know what I'm saying? I ran out of fucks to give a long time ago. I stopped stressing over shit I couldn't control. And damn sure stopped giving a fuck about people's opinions about me. Once I did that, oh Lord have mercy. Boy, people thought I was an asshole because I distanced myself. You wasn't there for me in my darkest moment. Why the fuck let you enter my life in my brightest moments? You didn't earn that. For the people who was there in my darkest moments, that's who I got to fuck around me. And I meet more people. I'm attracting more people. But I'm not just fit to let you just come around. You ain't did shit. I needed that fucking phone call from you. And I forgive you. But I ain't fucking forgot. Respectfully. And I'm not fit to go back around my triggers. I'm not fit to try to go back to the same environment that broke me. Motherfucker, oh, you on the nitty. You gotta be on the nitty. Man, fuck all of that shit y'all talking about. Whoever talking about that type shit. You gotta understand, when you grow. So I don't wanna hear that nitty shit, especially if you ain't buying back the nitty. I'm in real estate, so I'm really making a change behind the scene. If you know me, you know what I'm saying? I'm really making a difference behind the scene. So I don't wanna hear that street politics shit at all, because I'm with that shit too. I take care of my shit. I take care of my hood. I'm taking care of families. I'm reuniting family. You know what I'm saying? I'm reuniting family. I'm reuniting mothers and fathers that dealt with some addictions and stuff like that, helping them getting cleaned up, getting their mental right, getting them therapy, and getting them back to their families and housing them. That's how you back the block. That's how you really be with the shit when it comes to the nitty. Y'all not missing nothing. I promise you not missing nothing. Other people are going to miss out on the new year. Y'all take that. Just my spiel of the day. I'm moving around getting business taken care of and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I stay in grind mode. So y'all, I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying. Find your hobby. Find your why. Why be your motivation. Let your why be your motivation. Boy, Mr. I'm the deal. Y'all get it.